You must be here about that shipment of Blamco mac and cheese. Great. I was starting to get worried. $2,000 and what? For a dozen...
They're pulling your leg, hon.
Well, that's not very nice. Why are you really here? You say you're with Paladin Romani? That's fantastic. I didn't think she'd get back to us so quickly. How can I help you, sire, your majesty, your steeliness? Right. About that. Originally, we were hoping to purchase some weapons in exchange for food and supplies, but we may need to work something else out. After all, our last purchase is more than enough firepower for the time being. Yep, that's right. Hun, can you tell our friend here about those thingies we picked up recently?
Oh, sure thing. We got weapons all right, Initiate. You Brotherhood guys make some high-quality gear. And tell me if this sounds familiar. Tubes of explosive death with your logo on the side? Oh, well, the stuff we got definitely has your logos on it. Some guys from the town watch took them out for testing a little earlier. I'm sure you can catch up with them. They normally practice at a small site they set up near the East Mountain Lookout, a bit north of here.
Oh, that's right. Mike and them took the weapons out for a test drive. If you head over, I'm sure they'd let you take a look. I hope you understand those weapons are our property, though. We spent quite a bit acquiring them. But hurry back. I'm sure we can still find a way to work together, even if we don't need more weapons. Mm-hmm, I bet.
Ooh.
Alright, everyone gather round. Ward wanted us to record some instructions on how to use these things. Where's Mike? Hey, Mike, stop messing around with that terminal and grab one of those rocket launchers.
Uh-oh. Sorry. I wanted to lock the terminal first. Let me put this in my bag really quick.
Give it up, Mike. That could be decades old. Just grab one of them and come here. Wait, Mike, I told you not to pick it up like that.
Oh, God. What have I done? right there. Don't come any closer. Investigating? What? You've been to the lookout tower. You have to understand. It was an accident. I'm Mike. Mike Tiller. Go to Foundation. Tell him you found me dead. Because I'm never leaving. I'm not going back. You can't make me. They'll never believe me. They'll think I'm a murderer. There's nothing to say. Just go and leave me. This door is barred tight, and way behind me is flooded. You can't get in. Just give up, and go tell Gloria I'm dead. There's nothing to say. Just go and leave me. Please, don't hurt me. Okay, I can explain. We were just testing these out. You know, Tad picked them up a while back. They seemed really powerful. They were always telling me, "Be careful, Mike. Don't pick it up that way, Mike." But my finger slipped and I killed them. All. Instantly. But it was an accident. I swear. I never... Oh, God. I mean, sure, but that doesn't change what I did. How can I face them after No, you're right. They should hear it from me. I'll go back. On one condition. Let me bring the weapons back myself. Gloria and Tad will know what to do. I'm sorry. They're the only ones I trust to take care of these. I have to make sure they get back to them. Okay. I'm sorry. Please, don't hurt me. Just please bring them back. I'll meet you at Foundation Supply Room.
The overseer mentioned there would be more people coming. Assuming there even is a restricted section, and I am not verifying that, neither of you have Vault-Tec University credentials. Faculty and staff determine who goes where in this university, not former students.
I might be the only human being connected to this place that's still alive. My authority doesn't override yours?
No, it does not. And for the record, I was the dissenting opinion on fast-tracking your overseer assignment. You are not pushing your way through me. There is one thing I need. A new graduating class. Unfortunately, your overseer has already passed the final exam, but you could take it.
You mean the vault simulation? That's ridiculous. All the professors are gone. The vaults have already been assigned.
My programming dictates that this university's purpose is to produce graduates, and I intend to follow the rules. Unlike some people, the simulation will be run by the Mr. Handy janitorial staff. It is an experimental protocol, but you will find they are more than up to the task. Glad we agree. In this test scenario, your vault has divided into factions. You must resolve the conflict any way you see fit. Your chief of security will fill you in on the details. Good luck.
I'm not familiar with this test scenario. Professor Bott must have come up with it on his own.
You the new overseer? Heck of a boiling pot you're stepping into. Little tiff between the engineers and the med staff is ready to blow. It's not like the usual bickering. Accusations of murder are being thrown around. There was a reactor leak. Kellerman, head engineer's apprentice, rushed in to fix it. Poor kid got a full dose of rads. That's not the worst of it. Dr. Loris, head of the medical team, refused to send in help. Quarantined the reactor area so nobody died trying to go in there. Head engineer Brass accused the doctor of murder. Then, a couple days later, people noticed that one of the doctor's assistants, Estella, was missing. Everyone thinks it's a revenge killing. An eye for an eye. No. There's no evidence, no weapon, not one speck of blood. I'm at a loss, Overseer. Need you to make sense of all this. Sorry I couldn't be of more help. The big problems usually do. Good luck, Overseer. I'll be here if you need me.
A vault simulation, run by robots.
Ah, Overseer. I'm so glad you've stepped into this little mess of ours. I'm sure you'll resolve the matter swiftly. I don't have a feud with Brass. He has a feud with me. I'm only doing my job, Overseer, looking out for the health of the vault. And I'm sorry to say that, in my medical opinion, the chief engineer is suffering from paranoia and revenge fixation. We can't let that fester. Oh, nasty business. But I'm not going to apologize for it. It had to be done. As doctors, we take an oath to do no harm. But sometimes, we have to choose between saving one life or saving several. Simple. You can authorize me to place the head engineer under medical supervision. A combination of chems and therapy will do the rest. There might be some protest, but I think our combined authority will keep that to a minimum. Just take my diagnosis over to the security team and say that you agree with my recommendations. Once any unpleasantness is dealt with, I can guarantee you that the vault will be back to peace and quiet in no time.
Overseer, huh? We'll see. Not yet. No. Don't care what security says. Dr. Loris had no right to quarantine the reactor. Leaving Kellerman to die? Murder. That's all there is to it. I want justice, Overseer. No. Half this vault thinks he did the right thing. You do anything to him now, that split will turn violent. I want him exposed. Prove to everyone that he's the bad gear in this vault's engine. Huh. Fine. But when you're ready to step up and be the Overseer, you let me know. Yes, Overseer? Said it before. I want everyone to see him for the murder. Loris put on a good show when he quarantined the reactor area. But what if more happened than folks remember? A few selective edits to the security recordings, and we can make sure everyone sees Loris for what he really is. Now, I can't just waltz into the security office. You could. being the overseer and all. Just bring the holotape of the recording. I can make the edits myself. And thank you, Overseer. You are doing the right thing.
Did you have a question, Overseer? What's this? The reactor incident? Already heard it plenty of times. But if you say so, Overseer, Loris let Kellerman die on purpose? Can't believe we didn't catch this before. Thank God you're here, Overseer. He almost got away with it, too. Loris and his medical staff won't go quietly, though. You sure you want to bring him to justice? At once, Overseer.
Target.
Loris, you're under arrest.
By whose authority?
The Overseer. Now make this easy for yourself and come peacefully.
I don't think I can accommodate that request.
Please step into the open and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens have nothing.
Shame it had to end this way. But at least it's settled. Thank you for your help, Overseer. Vault's a better place because of you.
Well, it appears you passed the test, barely exceeding my low expectations of you. Your success is simply a reminder of the appalling standards I must now deal with. You are lucky. We grade on a curve. You are now an official graduate of Voltech University, entitled to access to the restricted wing. Back down in the vault, simulation space is a maintenance area. It conceals a secondary room that I believe will have what you are looking for.
It was almost good to see you again, Professor Bod.
Yes, Overseer, I suppose it was. Congratulations on one of your residents passing the program. You must be proud.
Actually, I am. Afraid I don't have my old cap and gown to share with you. Hopefully, what we'll find in the restricted wing will be even better.
services to a very special Vault-Tec presentation. Gold. This rarefied metal has been the backbone of trade since time immemorial. And in the event of nuclear war, this precious resource will once again become invaluable to rebuilding America's economic future. That is why Vault-Tec has been commissioned to build a different and very real vault. Named for the atomic number of the metal it will guard, Vault 79 will be the new home for all of America's gold reserves. Fort Knox will secretly be retired and emptied. Its gold bullion transported to the new vault, where it will be safe behind Vault-Tec's top-of-the-line automated security. Biometric recognition to verify authorized personnel. Sophisticated laser grid fields to ward off intruders. And, in the unlikely event of a breach, military-grade defensive turret systems built in partnership with our friends at Robco. All of this, along with Vault-Tec's signature lead-lined containment walls, airtight construction, fusion-powered generators, and automated manufacturing facilities. Vault 79, a golden future for the America we all know and love. Brought to you by Vault-Tec.
For once, the rumor mill gets it right. There is a treasure in that vault. All of America's gold reserves. Not as much today, but that's just it. Put aside the base instinct of hoarding wealth. What could we do with a vault full of precious metals? Exactly. No more barter or wild, unregulated proxies. It won't happen overnight, but one day we could have leverage to create a new economy. Property rights, taxes, laws, a government. Our mission is to rebuild this country, remember? We were an economic powerhouse once. We could be that again. And it could start right here, in Appalachia. Of course it's about control. The control to bring order to all this chaos. Do you want to keep living in this wasteland? The American government, built on the American dollar, gave you your freedom. Not only that, it gave you protection, rights. If you won't do this for your country, then do it because we don't have a choice. People are going to try to get into that vault. They'll die trying to get through security. They'll die fighting over the gold, even if they do get through security. And if keeping all that from happening isn't enough for you, then I guarantee you, there's other things in that vault to plunder. Things we don't want in someone else's hands. We can agree to disagree, but we're getting into that vault. We won't be able to do it alone. We need help. Even more importantly, we need people to buy in. See that gold as their future. Fortunately, you just made contact with two large groups of people who both seem to have their own talents. Appalachia isn't just ours anymore. We need people whose talents aren't covered in the Vault Tech training manuals. Look, talk to them both. See if they can help us. We can plan more once we know what all our options are.